The standard AI chatbot has reached its limit. A 2026 update to Google NotebookLM is replacing the traditional prompt and response loop with a system that manages its own research pipeline. Think about your workflow over the last few years. You likely spent hours hunting down reliable PDFs, organizing rows in spreadsheets, and manually feeding files into a prompt box before the AI could even begin to be useful. Early AI models weren't limited by their software as much as they were by the person using them. The human user acted as a bottleneck, forced to do the heavy lifting of data gathering before the machine could provide an answer. This update changes that dynamic. NotebookLM has transitioned from a passive note-taking tool that waits for your uploads into a proactive, autonomous research agent. Now you can provide a single instruction, like research renewable energy for beginners, and walk away. The software handles the rest. By removing the user from the collection phase, the system shifts the manual labor of research to the machine. It sets a new baseline for productivity, where the AI handles the logistics of knowledge gathering on its own. This autonomy works because the system no longer waits for permission to take the next step. Once it receives a goal, it navigates the web independently to begin its workflow. First, the AI seeks out and filters trusted source materials, automatically stripping away duplicate information to build a clean research library. Next, it parses hundreds of pages of raw documentation in seconds, extracting the specific data points needed for the project. It then runs its own internal calculations, synthesizing that raw data into a cohesive structure. Finally, the AI formats that research into polished, finalized files that are ready to use. Older models stopped after every output to wait for a human to tell them what to do next. This pipeline runs from start to finish as a single, continuous process. This is Agentic AI. It is a system capable of delivering finalized work rather than just generating conversational responses. This shift in architecture means the AI is no longer just an assistant you talk to. It is an independent project manager. But trusting an autonomous system requires a higher level of accuracy. We've seen traditional AI struggle with hallucinations and complex mathematics. Traditional language models operate probabilistically. They aren't calculating facts, they make statistical guesses about the most likely next word in a sequence. To solve this, every NotebookLM instance is backed by its own secure cloud computer, powered by Gemini 3.5. If you upload a spreadsheet with 100,000 rows, the AI doesn't guess the patterns. It writes and executes actual Python code in a secure sandbox to find errors and run the statistics itself. Because the final answers are derived from hard computational verification rather than statistical guesswork, the likelihood of hallucination is significantly lower. Once the research is verified, the system moves to the final stage of the pipeline, translating that data into the specific formats you need. It instantly exports professionally formatted PDFs, detailed Word documents, or full PowerPoint decks, complete with structured data tables and charts. The platform also translates textual research into visual learning materials, aiming for faster comprehension than reading a dense report. It creates its own visual diagrams, animated timelines, and concept maps to help users digest complex information more efficiently. It can even take a semester's worth of lecture notes and convert them into a 1-minute vertical educational video, using animation to explain difficult concepts. For students, the system acts as a 24/7 private tutor. It synchronizes flashcards across devices and automatically dedicates 75% of study time to isolating the user's weak areas, ensuring the most difficult material gets the most attention. The future of productivity isn't about learning how to prompt a chatbot. It is about handing off the logistical heavy lifting to an autonomous workspace, leaving you to decide how to use the time you've gained back.